another Sunday afternoon on Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10 Lagos, and this is a Sunday show. What else would you rather be actually? Of course, do you know where your family is? Get all of them together. It's jam-packed. I mean, today is hot. My name is Chris Aparando. Miss Beno is here.
Hello there, my name is Ede Hassan, and it's good to be in your faces. The Sunday show is packed full. Today, of course, we'll enlighten, inform, and entertain.
Well, absolutely. Tomorrow is Children's Day. So we'll be looking at how it was, and then how it is, and what we intend it to be. We just can't keep giving birth to children without thinking of character formation. So we're going to look at that. Then the Students' Union government of a certain institution, I'm going to tell you, they're here, they're going to talk to us. You know, the young people have power now anyway, so we want to know what they're going to talk about. Then, you know, a country that the women are not developed never gets developed. It's just as simple as that. And for those of us who have mothers and those of us who have lost our mothers, whatever it is, what's important is that we get the women talking. We get them to know why they're women. And then we have the Honorable Commissioner. Now let me let out of the bag.
Yes, you just have to.
She's here. And she's going to talk to us today.
Then, for women affairs.
I don't want to talk about Honorable Commissioner. All right, so she's going to talk to us, and she's such an amiable lady. I'm not letting anything out, but you're going to meet her soon. Okay, then of course, we will introduce something very different for you. Method of transportation, how to make it easier for you. Of course, I'm here to talk to you about it. And then don't forget that when No Yamayama comes,
exactly.
I always tell them, don't just do what you can't do. Of course, that's very important, because when you break your limbs, I'm not here to help you. So No Yamayama is coming, and then he's going to teach us what we're going to do today. Yes, I don't want them to break their bones.
See the way I am.
And we're leaving.
Mr. P, you're not going anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Okay, still on the matter! Still on the matter! Yes, so it's that time again. What else? You see? See, look at my hand. Children's Day tomorrow, please feed them with more healthier version of food. Not old. Let me not mention those things. So for now, still on the matter. Now it's going to be a hybrid flow. 2 in 1. You know, we keep giving you the science. I know you want to burn fat. You want to get a little bit, you know, you want to lose weight. No, leave weight alone. Set a better standard with your lifestyle. You will lose weight intelligently. I'll give you more tips. We are still on the matter now. I said hybrid, 2 in 1. So this is what we're going to do this afternoon. It is strictly your core muscle, your abs, Abi. You can't have flat tummy with this, so you have to change your lifestyle. So we are going to only hit the core muscles intelligently. We're going to start from the lower abs. We're going to take advantage of the legs. Science thing. Have I the bed already? Oh yeah, we're ready. So I said hybrid movement, 2 in 1. This is how it's going to flow. That 2 in 1, we're going to add small science into it. There's going to be an isometrical. This one I call it no yamus. Still on the matter. We're going to create rotation with the leg. You see what I told you, your leg, large muscle group. How many did I go now? 2, Abby? 3. Stop there. Change direction. That's why I call it no yamus. Oh my God, there's something that will happen now. Immediately you hear the bell, or maybe I make that bell sound. Keep your leg here, and isometrically you are holding. Nothing is moving. We call this a knee tuck. You see your stomach? Drag it in. If you're not dragging it, it's not working. If you're not squeezing, if you're not working, and then there's a problem. If you're not breathing in and out, it will not work. Now today we are all going to be putting signs there. Oh my God. If it gets to you, there's no problem. Add this one to what you've been doing intelligently, you'll get more results. This is one. I have 3 stuff for you before they tell me, time. Now, the second part, we're going to add some explosive movement. You see this? Have you ever skated before in your life? This will hit your core, your obliques, then your heart rate is going up. If you hear the bell, you know what you do? Go straight to reverse plank. This one, gravity is working against you. If it goes down, there's a problem. Fight that gravity, make sure you're squeezing your glutes. I know a lot of you do plank. You do plank this way. I might tell you, change to this, you understand what I'm talking about. You know, your core muscles, they're plenty. Even from your back, your posterior chain muscles, they're involved. You could squeeze for a couple of seconds. Believe me, this will not stay long before you give out. If you give out, no problem. Still walking. 2, 1 more. Do we stand up? No, let's remain on the floor. Yes, this one we call it Otis up. We are going to involve the upper part. The lower part will not move, only up. Another side. You see your right hand, straighten that hand, squeeze the hell out of it if you like. Carry dumbbell. I know they have started giving me the signal. Let me quickly show you this. When you raise yourself up, gradually calm down. And you know what will happen? There's not much time today because we are loaded with more stuff. Don't worry. Next week we have more for you. And before I leave, this is avocado pear. Start eating them. Healthy fats. Drop your yama for health reasons. And happy Children's Day tomorrow. You know the matter, don't touch that time. No, yama say so.
Day, happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's celebration time again. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day occasion in commemoration of the International Children's Day is here. It's a global celebration with this year's theme as Inclusion for Every Child. The 2024 edition promises to be fantastic, featuring match pass, beauty pageants, games such as chess, ludo, and table tennis. There will also be schools presentations. Children, you'll meet Nollywood's most popular soundtrack artist, Star Child.
That I sit, you were close to me yet I did not know.
There will be face painting and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedros Show Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006-286-0936. Fadeke on 007-345-6136. And Jimo on 003-830-1669. NTA Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't miss it.
Welcome to the world of classical packaging. At Shanghai, our craftsmanship shines from the very beginning, fueled by our passion for perfection, starting with the raw material. Come into the world of our safe and hygiene dustbin, ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals from the stable of our well-functioning pedal dustbin, you can open each of our dustbins with a step on the pedal. Our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought-after choice amongst top paint manufacturing companies in Nigeria, ECOWAS, and the sub-region. Shanghai, your trusted partner in packaging industry. Join us in shaping the future with quality, precision, and pride. Proudly Nigeria.
Oh, this is the Nigerian Television Authority Channel 10 in Lagos. This is still the Sunday show. And of course, I hope you enjoyed knowing Nyama. Look, practice responsibly. Practice responsibly so that you'll be healthy, okay? And then don't forget the fruits. That's very important. Now, we're here with an ex-Student Union Government executive from LASU, and then Association of Social Science Language Arts and Social Science students. And then he's here to talk about the Tinubu Square. They constructed that at LASU. Now, it's very important to see young people think of doing something enduring, not just we must receive. So, welcome, my good friend here, Yusuf Adetimini. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Now, it's a pleasure. I don't know whether we discussed about wearing the same thing, but but I never discussed with you. Now, we must congratulate you and then your members of your executive for being able to do this. Okay, so could you tell us why you planned and then executed this Tinubu Square at LASU?
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. First, you cannot feature in the future you've not pictured.
I like that.
And not all those who feature their future feature in the future they've already pictured.
All right, so go ahead.
President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Jagaban of Bogu Kingdom, our own dearest and most revered leader. In fact, a one that it would take years before we could have someone like that.
You
The
say
first indigenous Lagosian to be president in Federal Republic of Nigeria. The project Tinubu Student Square is to show, on behalf of our revered Vice Chancellor, Professor Ebiyemi Olatunji Bello, MNI, our vision is making LASU the best in West Africa.
Oh, nice.
And want to show to the world that we are the first children of Asiwaju. When we are talking about youth, because Lagos State University student, we can never forget his impactful leadership, and that is why we've come together to actually have a symbolic project, Walter Fontaine, like they do have in White House, in USA. We want to have such in Lagos State University to be a welcoming note to everybody. That project, we have a statue, President Tinubu's bust. We have our mother, Mama Bibatu Mogaji, a dearest mother on that project. This project is a 7-diameter water fountain with over 30 nozzles. So this project actually symbolizes who Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is to us, the youth.
Now this is amazing.
Okay.
Let's quickly ask you. This must have cost you a lot of money. Now we understand why you conceptualized it for the future. Now, how did you raise the money? How did you go about the money?
Raising the money is quite difficult.
Of course, it
But
should be.
since we are actually honoring it, if we don't go through the pain of actually, in fact, for the project, I've graduated for the past 2 years, and I'm here to serve because of the project,
Okay.
for the fund and the like. So if we don't go through the pain, because as a youth, we want to show that it's not everything is not about money, because he has really served, and it will take a lot of patience to actually get the project through to him. So if it's about money, we would have commissioned the project among ourselves, we would have broadcast and would have actually, but it will take time, and we have to wait. What is honoring him if he is not aware? So the project actually takes a lot of difficulties financing it, because financing it as a student, it's quite difficult. So we have to went through a lot of pain, a lot of savings. We have to put it together.
Okay, so now I understand there are some icons on that square, the waterfalls. Can you just tell us the significance?
Okay, ma'am. First, let me start with our most revered mother, Mama Bibatu Mogaji. You know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the first to start free payment of WAEC and NECO in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
So, and that is when the president stated that he's going to, do student loan to enable the youth to be educated. So we now want to tell them who Asiwaju, who he was and who he is.
Okay.
So he started free WAEC and NECO in Nigeria in the year 2002 when he visited my Mogaji in her home, and he saw a lot of people around the house. Why are they here? And she said these are people that they were unable to pay for the WAEC and NECO fee of their children. And Asiwaju now told Mama Mogaji that how many of them will have the opportunity to be here. So because of this, I'm going to make NECO and WAEC free in Lagos State, and many governors then emulate such, doings. So that is to show a significant effort. We also have his bust. You see, it's not just ordinary bust, and this work is not merely a work of art. So if you should look at the bust, you see that there are a lot of concentration, a lot of scholarly work dedicated on it.
Okay. Yeah. Now, let me, because we don't quite have all the time on earth to talk about this, but the significance of this is that you're calling on other young people to begin to think of how to immortalize our heroes, those who have contributed immensely towards not just physical development, but character development. Because what you've done, it's not just about physicality of the thing. the symbol is that you are saying if you do well, you will be immortalized.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what it says. So, what advice would you give to young people, especially everybody wants to go to other countries that are well made? You understand? And then people are suffering. Look at how you raised money to do this. So, what advice would you give to young people so that things like this, we can begin to see them, enjoy them, and then those heroes have done well. We then know that once you sow well, you also will reap well. So, can we get that done in about a minute?
Okay, actually, I want to tell the young people, because as for me, I've gotten a lot of, during this project, I've gotten a lot of calls, from well-meaning people that if I can leave this service for humanity, they are ready to sponsor me to, abroad to finish my education, to complete my. And I told them that no, I wouldn't. In fact, no matter the amount you are going to give me, we are going to be here. You see, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this is a chance and a great privilege for all the youth to actually rally around him. And in fact, that song they usually sang for him, that on your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. Bola on your mandate, Bola on your mandate, Bola on your mandate we shall stand. So if you should look at that symbol of Asiwaju's cap, the meaning is breaking the shackle of poverty.
Absolutely.
So he has been sending the message for a very long time for the citizens. So I want to tell the youth now that this is the time. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said during the campaign that Nigeria wants to compete with Russia. We want to compete with USA.
Right.
And I must say that we have youth that can do that.
It's time to thank Yusuf Adetimiri of Students Union Government of Language, Arts and Social Science Student Association of Lagos State University. They built a purpose and symbolic representation of the President, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and then it's still there. So we thank you, Yusuf, and then we hope that what you've done will encourage other young people to do things like that. Now, you are still watching the Sunday show on Nigerian Television Authority Channel 10, Lagos, this Sunday afternoon. Where else would you rather be? We'll be right back with another guest. Don't go away.
Happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's celebration time again. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day occasion in commemoration of the International Children's Day is here. It's a global celebration with this year's theme as Inclusion for Every Child. The 2024 edition promises to be fantastic, featuring match pass, beauty pageants, games such as chess, ludo, and table tennis. There will also be schools presentations. Children, you'll meet Nollywood's most popular soundtrack artist, Star Child.
Sure that I sit, you were close to me yet I did not know. The
There will
love
be face painting and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira.
This is Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10, Lagos, and this is a Sunday show. Of course, tomorrow will be Children's Day celebration in Nigeria. And, oh, by the way, it always rains on May 27th.
So what does that symbolize?
Well, maybe God is trying to cool down the environment. So I have Honorable Alim Alaka here. He's been doing this for 24 years, trying to let the children know that this is their day. It's not just a day of eating and dancing, a day of letting the children know that they have a future, and that in that future they must put something into themselves in form of character formation so that they can become future leaders, isn't it? So, Honorable, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you've done this for 24 years. That is some time.
Yes, please.
Now, what has this experience been for you?
It's been wonderful.
How?
It has been really wonderful.
Just to call a few. A few.
Yes, I enjoy in it a lot. Seeing the kids happy.
Because during our own time, there are lots of challenges now compared to then. During our own time, there used to be all these Kingsway Leventis that we used to go have fun. But nowadays, all those things are not coming up again. Things are tough. But we still need to thank God.
Yeah,
How many parents can afford taking their kids
exactly.
for Children's Day when they have the school fees to pay? So all this goes a long way. So those are part of the things that just prompted me. That's the kind of motive in starting this thing. And I've been driving joy in it because the kids are happy.
Yes, now
So,
the kids are happy.
yeah.
You know,
For you to to do this, you must have a mind of a child. So, how has it been for you? What message do you hope to pass this year? Like, what would make it different from the other years that you've done?
Okay, thank you so much. The 24th edition is going to be different in so many ways. Like for the kids, we need to talk to them about lots of things in the community, in the country nowadays. Firstly, drug abuse,
Okay.
cultism, all sorts. Insecurity, you have to guide them.
Okay.
Because if you don't tell them all those things, there is no way they can know. Let your kids be your friend. Because if you're not closer to them, they won't open up to you. They don't know what is happening. Those are the advantages we had then.
Yeah.
We're free to talk to our parents. We
But
can-
now the parents are so busy.
They are not even giving them the
chasing
chance
so-
because they don't have the time for them. So the kids, even if they have anything to tell them, there is no avenue for the parents to listen. They won't listen to them. There is no time. So the children, they tend to do things the way they want or the way they see things outside, not from the parents.
So, as a child advocate now, how do you portray this message that you're trying to pass across?
I'm part of the witness to them. Let them see you good. What you don't want them to do, don't do it in front of them. What you think is not good, don't even do it for them to see. Because they don't
They
forget.
learn
They learn a lot.
exactly.
They don't forget things.
They learn by
They're
seeing.
more clever than us. They have all these websites, they have all those things they go through now. So they learn more than us. So just be a good ambassador. Do the things the right way.
Okay. As a child advocate, you have example of some children that have passed through this process with you all these years. They've become teenagers now, and they are role models. Can we discuss just briefly about them?
Okay. There are a few of them that I know, and I'm still really happy about it. Some just graduated some months, is it not up to a month? The medical sectors.
Oh, wow.
They just got graduated. They are part of the first set of my Children's Day celebration.
Wow.
So
you try to keep in touch with them over the years?
We relate everywhere.
Oh, great.
They won't call me Uncle Limo. They won't call me Limo straight.
Oh.
They'll tell you we are friends. So that's how I can tell you about the relationship we have. And we're still going to have it.
Okay, talking about Limo, I mean, how did that name come up?
That's my nickname.
Yes, I know.
My name is Alim.
Alim, yes.
Because I'm into graphics as well.
Okay.
So when I was trying to build a name for my business, Limo, Alim is Lim, then Limo. Somebody
Okay.
just gave it out.
Okay,
And it's
Limo,
working.
we're talking about the
Yeah.
character
Child
formation of
development.
these children.
Yeah, character.
Now, what you do is to lead them towards being,
On the right path.
good citizens.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so have you been able to achieve that?
I think I have, because I have the chance to talk to them and they listen. I have the chance to talk to them. Even in different families now, when they have issues with their kids, I'm more like a mentor to them that I can just
wow.
talk to them.
And I'm even impressed
And
that
they are
he
really
does
doing
a
it.
follow-up.
They are really doing it. As I'm going to sit here with you now, I'm not supposed to be in Nigeria now. But I just prayed over it and I'm still here. I'm supposed to be in Hajj. But I just prayed over it. I have to be around the 24th year. And let them see me again and tell them we're still happening. And you still have to move, no matter how difficult the country is.
Okay, now quickly, let's look at, every young person wants to leave the country. They don't want to stay here and build it together. What advice would you give to children and teenagers that, it is the character that you imbibe now that will also exhibit as you grow older?
Okay, thank you. For that, all those starts from the background. That's why I'm starting from the kids. It starts from the background. It is how you develop them that matters. Let them know truly about God and education. If you have education in life, that's a real project of life. If you have education, you have so many things to yourself. You won't be scared. It may be tough. There is no easy life. It may be tough, but you move. That's why I give them more encouragement about education. Face yourself. There are times I buy jam forms, I do all those things for them. I have friends as teachers in last school. I help them with admissions. All those things work. So you let some other people, other young ones know too. So they'll be encouraged as they're doing more about their own education.
All right, now the parents, because we do know that parents have a lot of roles to play in the character molding of these young ones. But then it does look as if these parents don't have time for them. So what would be your advice to parents, guardians, religious leaders, community leaders, opinion leaders, so that these children can be brought up the proper way?
Okay. Thank you. As in the religious way, when we were growing up, I came up from a Muslim family. But then we don't used to be Muslim per se. We go to churches too. I know how to recite Psalm 23. Likewise, the Christians do. But now we are not living like family. The bond is not there. When the bond is not there, there is no way you can just be happy about telling people what to do. Because all those kids, they see what we do.
Exactly.
You don't even need to tell them before they know what to do. They see your action. That is what they follow. So the parents have to be careful, extremely careful about what they do in their presence. Because they look at us as a mentor and they have to follow us what we're doing. If you're not doing the right thing, they won't do the right thing as well. And you're not capable of challenging them because you're doing what you are telling them not to do.
All right. So quickly, I just have a minute to go. You have an event tomorrow, right?
Yes, please.
So what's it
What's it
about?
about?
Where and what's going to happen? Let's go.
That's going to be a big party. It's gonna
Okay,
happen
so
already.
Okay,
we have to join the network services.
we're going
for
over to the
news.
network service for the news highlights. When we come back, we'll probably just round off that. Okay, don't go away now.
I am Vivian Ezadifi. 7 newly born babies died after a fire broke out in a baby care center in Delhi's Chandara, police said. Deputy Commissioner of Police Chandara, Surendra, said that around 11:30 p.m., a police control room PCR call regarding a fire at Baby Care Newborn Hospital was received at Vivek Vihar police station, following which a police team rushed to the spot. Upon reaching the spot, the fire was found in the hospital and its adjacent building. In the hospital, there were 12 newborn babies admitted and one was already dead before the fire incident. All the 12 newborn babies were rescued from the hospital with the help of other people and shifted to East Delhi's Advanced Hospital for treatment. 7 dead bodies have been further shifted to GTB Hospital for postmortem. Appropriate legal action has been taken against the owner of the hospital. The International Organization for Migration has increased its estimate of the death toll from a massive landslide in Papua New Guinea to more than 670. Sahana Toprak, the chief of the United Nations Agency's mission in the South Pacific island nation, said on the revised death toll was based on calculations by Yambali village and Ega provincial officials that more than 150 homes had been buried by landslide. Damage to infrastructure also made it more difficult for rescue and relief efforts to reach the area. Main Road has also been cut off by about 200 meters, hampering relief. About 208 trucks, including 4 fuel trucks, are expected to enter Gaza on Sunday through the Karim Shalom border crossing. Khalil Zaid, the head of the Egyptian Red Crescent Society in the North Sinai, said the Rafah border crossing, which was the main entry point into Gaza for humanitarian aid and commercial supplies, has been shut for almost 3 weeks since Israel took control of the Palestinian side of the crossing as it stepped up its military offensive in the area on May 6th. Some food supplies bound for Gaza have begun to rot with the Rafah crossing closed. A global hunger monitor has warned of immediate famine in parts of Gaza, home to 2.3 million people. Primates of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion and Most Reverend Henry Ndukuba wants Nigerians to be patient with the federal government as the current administration commemorates its first anniversary. Ndukuba, who was speaking after an engagement in Abuja, says government is on track and it will take the support of all to reach the desired goals. The primate also urges Nigerians to close ranks in spite of diversity and work together for the common good of the nation. The current administration will be 1 year old on Wednesday, May 29th. Those are the stories trending at this time. Thanks for being part of it. I'm Vivian Ezadifi.
On NTA Channel 10.
Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10, Lagos, and of course this is a Sunday show. Do you know where your family is? Of course, you should know where your family is. All right, so we are talking with Honorable Lemo, Laka, who were discussing about character formation, character development in children.
Before we went on break, he was about telling us of his event for tomorrow.
So finally, let's round up the advice you were giving, and so that you then tell us about the show tomorrow, where and how, and then we can shake your hands.
Yeah, definitely. Tomorrow is going to be full of fun. Like I always say, I want the kids to be happy and to keep the memories in them. I mean, we are more like a mentor to them, so we have to act good in front of them. So I've gotten a lot for them, so many things. Don't let me tell you so you won't be jealous.
No, I'm going there.
Because
lots of
where is it taking place?
Lots of fun tomorrow at 62B.
Okay.
Bank with the Mofa Kerili.
Okay, great.
Time 2 p.m.
All right.
Free.
So make sure you go there. All right. So honorable, thank you so much.
Thank you
and
so
thank
much.
you for what
Thank you
you've been
so
doing.
much, Honorable.
God will keep you alive. So
Amen.
you keep doing it.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Nice
All
being
right.
with you.
All right. So we've been talking with Honorable Alim Alaka Lemo, and then we've been discussing about what he's going to do for children tomorrow. Tomorrow is Children's Day, so allow the children to go so that they will learn 1 or 2 things, and then enjoy in the proper way. All right. So this is still the Sunday show, Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10 Lagos. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Packaging at Shanghai, our craftsmanship shines from the very beginning, fueled by our passion for perfection, starting with the raw material. Come into the world of our safe and hygiene dustbin, ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals from the stable of our well-functioning pedal dustbin, you can open each of our dustbins with a step on the pedal. Our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought-after choice amongst top paint manufacturing companies in Nigeria, ECOWAS, and the sub-region. Shanghai, your trusted partner in packaging industry. Join us in shaping the future with quality, precision, and pride. Proudly Nigeria.
this is still the Sunday show, and earlier on the show I was saying, oh, we're going to be enlightened, informed, and of course entertained, and I know we're doing just that. So today on the show we have the Swift Trip team with us, and they're here to share their experiences and what the company is about.
Yes, Mrs. Christine Gozi Akpabio, and then Mr. Emmanuel Olumaronge. Okay, what's this Swift stuff about? I think the founder is Honorable Richard Nadi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you have for the people?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. This Swift Trip is a digital transportational company that we are building now. It's on building stage, and it's just the type of Uber. If I may give you the definition, it's a decentralized mobility commerce providing business.
Okay.
We said it's decentralized in the sense that it's the system that you do your transaction, your business on your own. It's going to be built on Web 3.0 system. And when we say mobility, it's two types. We have the aviation and we have the e-commerce, the e-taxi. The aviation is the type of Wakano, you know, the airport. We are going to have our own aircraft, whereby people will come, book online, and pay, and shareholders will be paid. Our type of shares is not the type we pay after expenses. We pay right there, like the type of e-taxi is the type of Uber, whereby a passenger locates a driver, and the driver comes, picks the passenger, drops the passenger at his or her rightful destination, and the passenger pays. The driver ends the call. As soon as the driver ends the call, the shareholders are paid. Even the passenger is paid, because in our own company, that is the thing that stands us out. We call it PYC. PYC, the vision God gave to Honorable Richard Nadi, the CEO of Swift Trip. PYC have not been practiced. We have been hearing about KYC, nobody knows about PYC. And what is PYC? Pay your customers. In Swift Trip, we prioritize our customers. We place them on payroll. You don't need to be a shareholder before you earn from Swift Trip. That you are boarding the trip alone, making use of our trip, we are being paid. And how much is that? 2% of any amount, be it on the air, you know, on aircraft or on land, you are paid 2%. And that's type that you are being paid to, as soon as the driver ends the call, everybody receives their money.
Hold on.
It's actually juicy.
Yeah, but this is a charity organization. So hold on, Mr. Olumaronge, you listen to what Mr. Akpabio was talking about. How do I get paid? If I hail your taxi and then I am taking to a destination, and at the end of that journey, you still pay me after I must have paid you. How does that pan out? How does that work?
Yes, sir. Actually, we assume the money you are paying to the driver is 100%. So
it would be 100%, it would be less now.
It's 100%. So for the money you are paying, it's calculated 100%. 80% will be given to the driver. 10% will be taken by the company for expansion because it's a good global business. 5% will be shared to the shareholders, 2% to the stakeholders, 3% to the node holders, because we have two types of shareholders. We have stakeholders and we have node holders. The node holders are the people, 2.4 million subscribers we are looking for, and the 2% are people that staking millions of naira from 2 million to 128 million. So the remaining 5% is being shared between the customer's referral and the driver's referral by dividing it, by sharing it 1% for the first generation, 0.3% to the second generation, 0.1% to the third generation, 0.1% to the fourth generation. Then the customer paying the ride itself, or himself or herself, will be paid back 2% cash back in any amount is paying to the driver.
That's interesting.
Okay, so what safety measures have you put in place for the well-being of passengers and drivers?
Yes, we have a body in Dubai that is working on our app.
Okay.
You see, this app is not like the Uber type whereby you can download. Nobody goes to SweetTrip app anyhow. You must be linked because it's a closed system. It's a closed system. And so when I give you the link, if let's take for instance, SweetTrip have launched, and I tell you, oh, okay, have you heard about SweetTrip? As you're going to VI, make sure you take the ride. You say, how can I do that? And I give you
share the link.
Okay. Then you go to your phone, make use of the link, and locate a driver, and the driver picks you. When the driver picks you and drops you, you make payment.
Oh, okay.
And you'll be surprised.
Okay, hold on. Do people become permanent members of your organization? You know, the hailing taxis now is you hail and then you complete your trip, you move on with your life. But yours, am I supposed to be permanently attached to you?
Yes, that's why we are here. We are calling on, our milestone is 2.4 persons that will come together to build this company. That's why we are here. Now that the company is on building stage, the shares is very, very affordable. Right now, our shares is going for 100,000, but we are on promo now. So you can easily get it for 40,000.
Okay.
But by the 5th of June, it will start, adding by 500 because we have a very kind CEO, very determined and very disciplined.
Hold on. You register and then you have some sort of identification, is that not?
Yes. You have an ownership.
Okay.
Like if you come in with the node slot, my second talked about the two different shares. If you come in with the node slot, you have the ownership of 0.00000.
Oh, okay, because people have to read what you're talking about. Do you have a site where somebody can go?
Can go and just Google.
Yes.
So what's the site?
We do have physical seminars.
Where they take place?
At every Saturday, second Saturday and last Saturday of every month, we do meet at 152 Governors Road, Ikotun Sadiku bus stop, Ikotun, Lagos. And every Monday.
Call that again.
152 Governors Road, 152 Governors Road, Sadiku bus stop, Ikotun, Lagos.
So people must physically be there.
Yes, we're always there to put people through. And every Monday, we're always at Oduduwa. We have office at Oduduwa, 77 Oduduwa, 77 Oduduwa Way. Oduduwa Way, not Oduduwa Crescent, Oduduwa Way, GRA Lagos.
So you expect people every Saturday
and then Monday.
You say you have some numbers. Quickly call. I have just 10 seconds here.
The numbers you can call in case you want any more clarification, is 080 37 14 35 28. Okay. 080 37 14 35 28.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
091 37 54 284.
All right, Mrs. Christine Goziakpabio and Mr. Emmanuel Ulumarugwe. Thank you so much, and then of course we're ready to come back. So it's a pleasure having you here, and then wish you all the best of luck actually. And then this is novel. Okay, so now this is still the Sunday show on Nigerian Television Authority. Lagos next is the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs and Development. I can't wait to see her, so don't go away. We'll be right back now.
Day to children all around the world.
It's celebration time again. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day occasion in commemoration of the International Children's Day is here. It's a global celebration with this year's theme as Inclusion for Every Child. The 2024 edition promises to be fantastic. featuring match pass, beauty pageants, games such as chess, ludo, and table tennis. There will also be schools presentations. Children, you'll meet Nollywood's most popular soundtrack artist, Star Child.
So that I sit, you were close to me yet I did not know.
There will be face painting and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedro Show Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006-286-0936. Fadeke on 007-345-6136. And Jimo on 003-830-1669. NTA Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't miss it.
Now, you're still watching the Sunday Show on Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10 Lagos. Of course, you saw the promo for the Children's Day celebration tomorrow. And you can't talk about children without talking about women. And you also can't talk about women in Lagos without talking about Honorable Cecilia Dada, who is the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, everything concerning women. So, Honorable, welcome.
Thank you very much.
You see, and one thing with this woman, she's a mother.
Yes.
She's so cool.
So calm.
So calm. Well, Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Want to talk about women. I know that the governor is passionate, very passionate about women development. Because the truth is simple. If you don't develop the women, you can't have a home. You can't have a society. So let me now ask you, how do you manage in your ministry? How do you manage? It must be everyday activities, everyday reports, every day thinking about how to get these women out of the lockdown they've been in.
Thank you very much. You won't believe it, but it has been so seamless.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
There are lots of women in Lagos, but we've had their support over the years. We've had their support because we have a program called Women Assembly. And that program, we came up with that program to talk to women, to know their needs before we prepare our projects. One of the things we discovered at that program was the fact that women in Lagos do not take care of their health. So we decided that for every of our programs, we have free medical screening for women.
Especially for cancer.
Cancer, mammogram, cervical, eye tests, and what
BPs also.
blood pressure, diabetics, and all of that. So we've had the support of women because we carry them along with all of our programs. And we have programs for different categories of women, not just women, even the men. Our ministry is saddled with the responsibility of poverty alleviation. That sector of poverty alleviation is not just for women, but for Lagosians, men, youths. For example, we have 20 skills acquisition centers where about 19 skills are being taught. And all those skills are not just for women. We have aluminum fabrication, for example.
Oh, really?
We have furniture making and all of that.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we have photography, we have barbing. Those skills, we have vulcanizing and wheel alignment and all of that. So those skills are not just for women. We have men, we have youths, and we have women as well. And we also have the short-term trainings, which is for 4 weeks. Like the first one I talked about, that's the skills acquisition centers. The trainings they span between 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. But we also have a program which is for 4 weeks, where we teach soft skills. That is also for men, women, different categories of people. We train people living with HIV, people with sickle cell anemia, people with disability, students' unions of universities, retiring civil servants, wives of officials of Lagos State government, faith-based organizations, Muslim organizations, Christian organizations, people who are in the internally displaced people in the IDP camp. So we've trained different categories of people in soft skills. And we also carry that program from one local government to another. We've almost been to all the 57 local governments and local council development areas. We teach them soft skills that they do not need shops or big spaces to start their own business. And for that particular program, before the end of the 4 weeks, people are already making money. You know, when you teach people how to do makeup and gele, all they need to do is by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in Lagos, we have parties. Just walk to any event center, stand by the gate. You see women who have struggled to tie their gele. You just pull them to a corner, you tie it for them, you make 1,000. By the time you tie for 10 people in a day,
you've made 10.
For 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 50,000 every weekend. If you make that every weekend, you are making like 200,000 every month. You are in business already. Same thing with soap making. You see people making liquid soap. You take it to one party, put your phone number, distribute it as souvenirs. You see people coming back to you. Air fresheners, perfume, toilet cleaners, and all of that. You know, adire making, stoning, leather works, and all of that. So those are skills that you can do in your sitting room. You can do it at your backyard. You don't need to start looking for shops to do such businesses. We also have a farm in Badagry called the Abia Farm, where we train women on how to cultivate cassava, vegetables, and all of that. And when they are done with the training, we give them parcels of land. We call it demonstration plots, where they would use until they harvest their products. And when they harvest, we teach them how to make gari processing. We have the machines there, and we put them in clusters. And for almost all our, we have a program called Micro Enterprise Support Initiative. During that program, we give equipment to artisans and people who have, some students who have graduated from our schools but do not have money to set themselves up. We give them equipment, and we also include gari processing machines, so that those women that we have taught, we put them in clusters for them to process their cassava into gari and other cassava products like starch and what have you. Then, for that short-term training, we don't just train them and let them walk away. We give them startup packs, enough to start.
Now that's important for us. We need to know that.
We give them startup packs. I thought I should mention that.
No, it's important.
That was why I went back to it. We give them startup packs for them to start that business immediately after 4 weeks. Then the other program, the third one now, is the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative. For that one, we give equipment to graduates of our skills acquisition centers. You know, the students that have been trained for 1 year, 9 months, 6 months, they probably wouldn't have money to buy their sewing machine, to buy their hairdresser, hair dryers, and what have you. So for people like that, we include them in our Micro Enterprise Support Initiative. And then before the end of that training, we get entrepreneurs to go and speak to them. It's one thing to learn a skill. It's another thing to know how to manage a business. So we teach them how to manage their businesses. We teach them bookkeeping. We teach them what to do to access loan, so that immediately after the training, they can start up.
Okay, so now my question is, with all this, is there like a follow-up? Maybe you check up on them in 6 months, 1 year to know how they're faring?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not done with our empowerment programs, but I'll answer your question.
Okay.
For every of our programs, we let them know that we will come back to monitor. It's unfortunate that I don't have pictures here to show. But for most of our programs, we give them 6 months to 1 year. We go back with our cameras without letting them know we're coming.
Oh, great.
Just verging on them.
Great.
To know how far they've gone, to know the impact that training has done to their lives. Because it's one thing to train and just walk away. It's another thing for you to now take it to the next level. And we encourage them. Some of them might have issues. We try to help them sort out their issues. So we don't just train and work in.
Okay.
We have to go back to make sure that we monitor their activities.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, how do you get these women together? You know, because there are a lot of them, okay, and then a lot are not empowered. So the essence of what you're doing is empower them. How do you organize them? Ward level, local government level, state level, how do you do that?
Thank you very much. There's something we call the social register at the state government. The register is in the Ministry of Economic Planning and Projects. It's a register that has been approved by the World Bank of people within Lagos that
Live below the poverty line or what?
yes, approved to be poor. So most of our programs, we go to that register to pick names.
Okay.
Some of them would have gotten above that poverty level by the time we pick their names. So we don't just pick those names, we go to evaluate.
Okay.
After picking the names, the addresses, the phone numbers, we reach out to them to know if they're still within that poverty range or they've, been able to take themselves out of that level.
Okay.
So we don't just pick those names, we go to them. Apart from that, when we go to communities, we go to the community leaders. We work with obas, ballets of some communities. Then we work with CDAs, CDCs, landlords of communities, of streets. They are the ones that will say, there's a woman there, she needs help.
Door to
There
door.
is somebody there, she needs help. So we don't just pick.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, you know that at times some of these things are primordial sentiments of this woman is not from our party. This woman is not from our church. This woman does not attend our mosque. Do these influences affect who you choose?
Initially, when I got into office in 2019, the first set of empowerments I did was distributing forms to stakeholders. And I saw immediately after that first program that it wasn't reaching the target audience. I've stopped that immediately. Because we realized that sending forms to stakeholders, say bring form, they'll bring people that do not really need those equipment, and they'll collect and they go sell and they move on. So after that first program, I won't come here to lie that it never happened.
No, you don't have to. You don't look like a lawyer.
It happened the first time, and immediately the governor and I looked at it and we changed the narrative, we changed the system. We don't give forms to any stakeholder. We go out there to look for people who need such things. And that's why during those programs, when you give those things to those people, you see the joy.
The joy
Some
in
of
their
them
faces,
will be crying and praying. And that's the joy for me as a commissioner for women.
And as a mother.
Okay, because I don't really have a lot of time, but Honorable Commissioner will oblige us to come back another day. But then, can we now talk about the outcomes? You're happy, what you're doing. I think we also are happy. But the point now is, can you tell me some success stories?
Yeah.
You know, like in this local government, they have done this, that. So can we
Like
just one or two success stories?
I mentioned earlier on the categories of people that we have trained, but I will let you know that some of our students are exporters.
Really?
Yes. So for every of our graduation ceremony, we bring back old students who are doing very well to come and talk to the
new ones,
the outgoing ones, so that they will know
to
that
mentor
it's not just
them.
to come in here, learn the skill for 1 year, and then just be
seeing is believing.
Honorable Commissioner, one, you speak like a mother, you speak so well that we will take a whole day talking with you. But we're sorry, ma'am, we're going to cut you short because the time is up. But I'm going to talk to my producer. You will oblige us. You will oblige us.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Because it's important that our women know that there's a government that cares for them and there's a commissioner that cares for them.
Yeah.
We're so grateful you were here today.
And also, our Children's Day party is tomorrow. we would be glad
That
that
would
you
watch.
that you attend.
I will see attend. All right, so thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner. Thank you so much for. Okay, so thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner, for actually being on this program today. We do hope when the producer reaches you, you will come again. So we've been talking with Honorable Cecilia Abiodun Dada, Bolaji Dada, sorry, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Lagos, and she's been able to tell us a few of the things she's doing that we can see. We see them, and then we do hope she will come again so that we'll have an in-depth discussion with her. But it's been a pleasure talking to you, Mama. Thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
So,
All right. So now I will take you to a celebration that actually took place, the commissioning of our Papa Express Road. We just want you to know what happened there that day, so don't go away there. We'll be right back.
All right. The live program.
Hallelujah.
I'm so grateful for everything. I'm so thankful for my blessing. It's been good all the way. Oh, so good all the way. And I'm happy for all the
We'll be able to do many others. People have told me to list other roads, but I know you are capable, so I won't list anything. I just wish you well, and I wish Mr. President well, and I thank everyone for coming here. This is important because people have said, why are you coming here? Journalists have called me to say it is important because we must celebrate whatever that is good. If we are very happy to criticize what is bad, then when something is good, we must do it. So we thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor. For me, this is evidence-based, and that's what gives me joy, that it is done and executed by a Nigerian and for Nigerians' use. There's so much history in these projects, and I'm sure posterity will be kind to all those who have executed it. We are moving on.